SMU hoping to restore the glory and get things started in this one. The Mustangs will put total leather and will get started. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The offense set for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cook.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. The Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Nowadays, it's the norm. Running quarterbacks, we're scrambling around all over the field. Really nice job sending a message early. You're going to earn these yards. You're going to take some hits. Nice job delivering that message.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Gets rid of it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. As they say, touchdown, first down, or get down. He gets down. And the Miners send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So SMU's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going for it all. And he's got it. Touchdown, SMU. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Yeah, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test it.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, UTEP. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive. He's going to let it go. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Got enough space. Touchdown Mustangs. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside the spot. And the returner goes down. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Off play action on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. So now they're staring at a 2nd and long from their 20. Pressure coming. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Miners will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Touchdown, SMU! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And the Miners will bring the punt team onto the field. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab down the middle.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchups somewhere else.
They'll go with the running game on 4th down here. Headed to the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Mustangs are on the move. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustang! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Makes the grab over the middle. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll pull it on the read. At the 35, he's got room. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. The give to the tailback. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's stepped. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The Miners with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll take a shot. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Nice move to keep moving. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Out of the gun, looking to throw. It's complete. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU. Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting a touchdown.
And he takes this from it, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Lowers those pads. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Got some room to run. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Mustangs. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
It'll be a draw. And he could not get loose on the run.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He's right on target. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
At 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now in the same page.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. It's complete. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. 2nd down now after the sack. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Oh, he makes the catch. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first. Touchdown, SMU! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They'll need about 6 here on 2nd down from the 20.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
First down for the offense.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Going up top on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. And the Miners in the hurry up. He'll come out throwing on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Stat. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Cook. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Stat. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Looking to move it through the air. They're trying to get to it.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position.
A shot toward the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on third and long. Looking down the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They'll immediately call timeout. Their hope for a touchdown going by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. On fourth down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. Between the uprights, it's good. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. The Miners will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man downfield. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Well, he's putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
They'll keep it on the ground. Makes a man miss. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. They'll try the run. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold it.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Now on second down. They believe they can run right here. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yards.
Throws toward the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Touchdown, Mustangs! And the beatdown has ensued. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
This offense is really going to try to keep the defense on their heels in the run game by doing it with different guys. It'll be running backs, it'll be quarterbacks. They may even try to get receivers involved in the jet sweep game, reverse game as well. But a nice play there.
And the Miners will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Looking to go up top on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He makes a grab. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Nice play by the offense. But listen, defensively, I gave up the big play. It's over. Short memory. Now I got to bow my neck, make a stop on this goal line stand here.
And this is a weird move. They're sending out the field goal unit here. Smashes it between the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Colonel.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
To the ground, he's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He's got it down the middle. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. The Miners will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Coming after him. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. They go to the draw. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. What a nice job on the ground, working his way ahead for 7 yards and leaving them with 4th and short. They're about 2 yards away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great.
Open runway ahead. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They're going to ride this running back. Finds a crease at the 20. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. 3rd and goal coming up here. From the gun, the running back has it. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Using his legs, it's step. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Backed up deep in their own territory on 2nd and inches. He's looking to throw. Slips a tackle. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Looking to throw for it. Grabs it in the middle. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And that ball is picked off. They didn't give him much on the return, but they are in prime scoring position at the 22. Offense getting set for 1st down. Going to the running game. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Low man wins, and he just smashed it. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. And he'll be brought down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. And on 4th down, they'll come up and take a knee. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. Could we get the trainers over to the coach right now? He's got his punt team out there. It's not 4th down. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says. And this defense has put a game together. Now, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And the Miners will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Is the heat giving him some kind of mirage and he thought he saw 4th down someplace? It's not 4th down, and the punt team's on the field. Fair catch called for and made. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete,
Racing down the left side. He's at the 40, at the 20. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
and this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything is working. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like, when you look that good